पीठिका सिंहासनद्वात्रिंशिका नामक कथासंग्रहे द्वात्रिंशत् कथाः सन्ति। अस्य ग्रन्थस्य कर्ता वरुचिर्नामा कश्चित् कविरिति श्रूयते। परेषाम्पि रक्ष जीवितम् इति शिरोनामाङ्किते अस्मिन् पाठ्यभागे विक्रमादित्यस्य परदुःखस्पन्दनगुणः हृदेन्मरीत्या निरूपितो वर्तते। अस्य कथा परोपकाराय शरीरलाभः इति नीता बोध्यति। कस्यापि जनतो हिंसा न कार्या इति सन्देशः अत्र सुस्पष्टः वर्तते। अद्भोजे समाचनिक्रम्यमाने सिंहासने पुत्तलिका अन्या कथयति भो राजन्। विक्रमे राज्यं शासति भूमण्डले पिशुनः तस्करः पापकर्मनिरतश्च नासीत्। अन्यच्च यस्य राज्ञः सदा राज्यभारचिन्ता बलवद्वैरिवेजे चिन्ता च अस्ति स रात्रौ निद्रामपि नाधिगच्छति। उक्तञ्च चिन्तातुराणा न सुख न निद्रा इति। अविक्रमादित्यो राजा तथा विधो न भवति। सर्वान् अर्थिभुभुजः स्वपादपद्माश्रितान् विधाय आज्ञाप्रदानेन राज्यं करोति। एकदा स राज्यभार मन्त्रिषु निधाय स्वयं योगिवेशेन देशान्तर्निर्गतः। यत्रात्मनश्चित्तस्य सुख भवति तत्र कतिचित् दिनानि तिष्ठति, यत्राश्वर्यं पश्यति तत्रापि का नयति। एवं पर्यटन एकस्मिन् दिवसे यावत् सः महारण्यमध्यम्। अतः राजा वृक्षमूलमेकमाश्रित्य रात्रौ स्थितः। तस्य वृक्षस्योपरि वृद्धः चिरञ्जीवी नामा कश्चित् पक्षिराज आसीत्। तस्य पुत्राः पौत्राश्व देशान्तर् गत्वा स्वोद पूरयित्वा सायंकाले प्रत्येकम् एकैकं फलमादाय वृद्धाय तस्मै चिरञ्जीविने प्रतिदिनं प्रयच्छन्ति स्म। ततो रात्रौ चिरञ्जीवी सुखेनोपविष्टः तान् पक्षिणः अपृच्छत्। राजापि वृक्षमूले स्थितस्तद्वचः शृणोति। भोः पुत्राः, युष्माभिर्नानादेशान् पर्यटद्भिः किं विचित्रं दृष्टम्। तत्र कैन् पक्षिणा मनितं मया किमप्याश्वर्यं न दृष्टं परमद्य मम चेतसि महदुःखः भवति। कथय किं निमित्तं दुःखस्य। तेनोक्तं केवलं कथनेन किं भवति। वृद्धेनोक्तं भोः पुत्र, यो दुःखी सः सुहृदि दुःखं निवेद्य सुखी भवति इति। तस्य वाक्यं श्रुत्वा स दुःखकारणं कथयति। भोः तात श्रूयताम् अस्ति उत्तरदेशे शैवलघोषो नाम पर्वतः। तत्पर्वतसमीपे पलाशनगरमस्ति। तस्मिन् पर्वते स्थितः कश्चित् राक्षसः प्रतिदिनं नगरमागत्य सम्मुखयान्तं यं कञ्चन मानुषः स्त्रियं बालकादिकं वा पर्वते नीत्वा भक्षयति। एकदा स नगरवासिभिः जनैः उक्तः, भो बकासुर, त्वयि यथेच्छं सम्मुखपतित यं कमेव मां अक्षये, वयं तुभ्यं प्रतिदिनमाहारार्थमेकं मानवः दास्यामः इति। तद्वचः तेनाङ्गीकृतम्। तदनन्तर तत्रत्याः जनाः प्रतिदिनम् अनुक्रमः गृहक्रमेण एकैकं मानवः तस्मै प्रयच्छन्ति। एवं महान् कालो गतः। अद्य पूर्वजन्मनि सञ्जातसौहार्दस्य मम मित्रस्य कस्यचित् ब्राह्मणस्य पर्यायः समायातः। तस्य एकैव पुत्रः। पुत्रं ददाति चेत् सन्ततिच्छेदो भविष्यति, आत्मानं प्रयच्छति चेत् भार्या विधवा भविष्यति, वैधव्यं पुनर्महद्दुःखम्। पुत्री दास्यति चेत् आश्रमभ्रंशो भवति। तेषां परेषां दुःखेन अहं महद्दुःखी इति। तस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा तत्रत्यैः पक्षिभिर्भणितम् अहो अयमेव सुहृत् यः सुहृदो दुःखेन स्वयं दुःखी भवति। एतदेव मित्रत्वम्। उक्तञ्च सुखिते सुखी सुहृदि, यः दुःखेनि दुःखी च स बन्धुर्मति इति। पक्षिणो वचः श्रुत्वा विङ्गर्वार्थविज्ञः राजा तत्र नगरे वध्यशिलास्मि गतः। तत्र ब्राह्मणः निरीक्ष्य अभयं दत्त्वा स्वगृहं सम्प्रेष्य च तत्समीपस्थे सरोवरे स्नात्वा। तस्मिन् समये राक्षसः समागत्य प्रहसितवदनः पुरुषः दृष्ट्वा विस्मितः तं पृच्छति, भो महासत्त्व, अत्र शिलायां प्रतिदिनं यः उपविशति स मदागमनात् पूर्वमेव म्रियते। त्वं पुनः महाधैर्यसम्पन्नः प्रहसितवदनो दृश्यसे। यस्य मरणकालः समायातः तस्येन्द्रियाणि ग्लानि प्राप्नुवन्ति। त्वं पुनः अधिका कान्तिं प्राप्य प्रहससि। तर्हि कथयेको भवान् इति। राजा मन्ति, मया परार्थमेतत् शरीर दीयते स्वेच्छया, अतो न मे कापि ग्लानिः भवतु। किम्रेण विचारेण तव त्वमात्मनः समीहित कुरु इति। तदा राक्षसः मनसा चिन्तयति, अहो साधुरयं यः आत्मनः सुखभोगेच्छां विहाय परदुःखेन दुःखी भूत्वा अत्रैति। उक्तञ्च त्यक्त्वात्मसुखदुःखेच्छां सर्वसत्त्वसुखेषुणः भवन्ति परदुःखेन साधवोऽत्यन्ता दुःखिनः। एक इति। एवं विचार्य स राजानमब्रवीत्, भो महापुरुष, त्वं सर्वस्यार्तिहरो गुरुः, यतः त्वं विश्वस्य आर्ति परिहर्षि। परार्थ शरीर प्रयच्छतस्तवैव एतत् शरीर श्लाघ्यम्। कुतः पशुपि हि जीवन्ति, केवलं स्वोदरं हराः। तस्यैव जीवित श्लाघ्यं यः परार्थे हि जीवति। 2 भवादृशा परोपकारिणामिता चित्रम न भवति। भोः महासत्त्व अननैव परोपकारेण त्वा सर्वा संपदः प्राप्नोषि। त्वयि अहं तुष्टोऽस्मि वर वृणीष्व इति। राज्ञोक्तं भो राक्षस त्वयि यदि मयि प्रसन्नोऽसि तर्हि अद्य प्रभूति मनुष्यभक्षण परित्यज। अन्यम्पि मया अभिधीयमानम् उपदेशं शृणु। यथा भवन् जीवितमात्मनः प्रियं तथा परेषांपि जीवितप्रियम्। निरीक्षिते जीवितमात्मनो यथा तथा परेषांपि रक्ष जीवितम्। 3 इति राज्ञा प्रबोधितः राक्षसः तदा प्रभूति जीवमारणः तत्याज। राजा च स्वङ्गरी प्रत्यगात्। इमा कथा कथयित्वा पुत्तलिका भोजराज प्रति अब्रवीत् त्वयि एवं परोपकारदयादयः गुणाः विद्यन्ते चेत् तर्हि अस्मिन् सिंहासने समुपविश इति। राजा मौनम् अवाप। The story collection called Sinhasana Dvatrimshika contains 32 stories. It is believed that a poet named Vararuchi is the author of this book. In this lesson titled Protect the Lives of Others, the quality of King Vikramaditya, who feels the pain of others and helps them, is beautifully explained. This story teaches the moral that our body is meant for helping others. It clearly gives the message that we should not harm any living being. When King Bhoja was about to climb the throne, another statue said, "O king, listen. When Vikramaditya ruled the earth, there were no liars, thieves, or people engaged in sinful acts. Also, a king who always worries about the burden of ruling and defeating enemies does not get sleep at night. It is said, those who are worried have neither happiness nor sleep. But King Vikramaditya was not like that. He took care of all those who came to him for help and ruled the kingdom smoothly by giving proper orders. Once, King Vikramaditya handed over the responsibility of the kingdom to his ministers and himself went to other lands in the disguise of a yogi. He stayed for a few days wherever his mind felt peaceful and also spent time in places where he saw wealth and prosperity. While wandering like this, one day he entered a big forest, and by then the sun had set. So, the king took shelter under a tree and stayed there for the night. On that tree lived an old king of birds named Chiranjeevi. His sons and grandsons used to go to other places, fill their stomachs, and in the evening each one would bring a fruit and give it daily to that old Chiranjeevi. At night, Chiranjeevi sat comfortably and asked the birds. The king, who was standing under the tree, also listened to their conversation. He asked, "O children, you have traveled to many places, what strange things have you seen?" One bird replied, "I did not see anything special, but today I feel great sadness in my heart." Chiranjeevi asked, "Tell me, what is the reason for your sadness?" The bird said, "What is the use of telling it?" The old bird replied, "O son, a person who is sad becomes happy by sharing his sorrow with a friend." After hearing those words, the bird began to explain the reason for its sadness. "O father, listen. In the northern region, there is a mountain called Shavalaghoshra. Near that mountain, there is a city named Palashanagara. On that mountain lives a demon. Every day, he comes to the city and takes away any person he finds, whether a man, woman, or child, and eats them." Once, the people of that city said to the demon, "O Bakasura, do not eat whoever you find as you wish. We will give you one human every day as food." The demon agreed to their words. After that, the people of that city started giving one person daily to the demon in turn, house by house. Thus, a long time passed. Today, it is the turn of a Brahmin who was my friend from a previous birth. He has only one son. If he gives his son, his family lineage will end. If he himself goes, his wife will become a widow, and widowhood is very painful. If he gives his daughter, it will go against their dharma, righteous life. Seeing their suffering, I feel very sad." After hearing his words, the other birds said, "Oh, a true friend is the one who becomes sad seeing the sorrow of his friend. This is true friendship. It is said, one who is happy in a friend's happiness and sad in a friend's sorrow is a true relative." Hearing the birds' words, the king understood their meaning and went to that city. He went near the execution stone, saw the Brahmin, gave him assurance, and sent him back home. Then he bathed in a nearby lake and sat on the execution stone himself. At that time, the demon came and, seeing a man sitting with a smiling face, was surprised and asked, "Oh brave man, whoever sits on this stone usually dies out of fear even before I arrive. You appear very brave and are smiling. Usually, when the time of death comes, a person's senses become weak. But you are glowing more and smiling. So tell me, who are you?" asked the demon. The king replied, "I am giving this body willingly for the sake of others. So I have no weakness or fear. What is the use of thinking about this? You just do what you intend to do." Then the demon thought in his mind, "Oh, this is a noble person. He has given up his own comfort and has come here, feeling the pain of others. It is said, those who give up their own desire for happiness and sorrow, and wish for the happiness of all living beings, and feel deeply sad for the suffering of others, are truly noble people." Thinking this, the demon said to the king, "O great man, you are the remover of everyone's suffering, like a teacher. Because you are relieving the pain of the whole world. Your body, which you are offering for the sake of others, is truly praiseworthy. It is said, even animals live only to fill their stomach. But the life of a person who lives for others is truly praiseworthy." The demon said, "For a helpful person like you, this is nothing surprising. O noble one, by such help to others, you will gain all kinds of wealth. I am pleased with you, ask for a boon." The king said, "O demon, if you are pleased with me, then from today stop eating humans. Also, listen to another advice that I give you. It is said, just as your own life is dear to you, others also love their lives equally. So, protect others' lives just as you protect your own." After being advised by the king, the demon stopped killing living beings from that day. The king returned to his own city. After telling the story, the statue said to King Bhoja, "If you also have such qualities like helping others and compassion, then sit on this throne." Hearing this, the king remained silent.
Dear students, if you found this lesson helpful, please share the video with your friends so they can learn too. Subscribe to our channel for simple, clear, and complete explanations of every lesson in an easy-to-understand way. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your feedback. Your support inspires us to create more quality educational videos. Keep learning and build your confidence every day. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get instant updates on our latest lessons.